Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today, where we'll take a few minutes to talk about our exciting virtual summit in Hill Day. My name is Mark Fisher. I'm the Director of Advocacy Engagement here at MDA, and I'm excited to talk to you about this event, which will take place on September 28th and 29th. So, what will we talk about today? First, we'll give you a little overview of the event. What is a virtual summit in Hill Day? We'll talk about important dates, key events, and the top 5 reasons you should attend. After that, we'll wrap it up and share with you how you can attend this exciting event. I'll say this a few times, but if you have any questions, you can always go to mda.org/Hillday. At that website, you'll learn everything you need to know about the Hill Day, and it'll show you how you can submit an interest form. If you have any questions, you can also email us at advocacy@mdausa.org. So first, what is the Summit in Hill Day? Well, it is a free virtual 2-day event where we'll bring advocates together from across the country. During the 2 days, we'll give you the latest training on key advocacy issues to make sure you're well prepared for your meetings that will come the next day. During that time, you'll be able to meet other advocates in the neuromuscular community or maybe rekindle some old friendships. We'll teach you how to powerfully share your story with lawmakers and then take those stories and urge your members of Congress to act on key issues. So just to recap, we will bring everyone together, train them on the latest and greatest advocacy issues, and then you'll have meetings with your lawmakers where you'll share your stories and then urge them to act. So that in a nutshell is what the virtual summit in Hill Day is. I'll go into a little bit more detail about that in the next couple slides. So why should you attend? Well, first, constituent meetings make a huge difference. Advocates have many tools in their toolbox. They can call their member of Congress, they can tweet, they can email, they can send letters, which all make a difference. But having that constituent meeting makes a huge difference. Having that face to face contact with a real person, hearing that real person's story and why a piece of legislation could help that person makes a huge difference. And that's probably one of the number one reasons why we hope as many people can attend so they can have that experience. Also, MD volunteers are perfect advocates for this event. Everyone listening today is connected to neuromuscular disease in some way, whether you have it personally, whether your family members has a neuromuscular condition, maybe you're a caregiver, or just really passionate about the issue. That passion makes you the perfect person to attend this Hill Day. Also, this is the number one advocate activity MDA offers. This is the creme de la creme. This is the best event we have, and it really is our premier showcase event. So we really hope you can join us. And the best part is MDA staff will help every step of the way. Whether it's training, whether it's the actual day itself, whether it's getting you the talking points or the documents or attending those meetings, MDA staff will help you every step of the way. So here's some dates you see that are important to the event, and I'll just go over a few in a minute. The first one is we do ask that everyone who wants to attend to fill out an interest form. We wish we could take everyone who wanted to attend. We wish everyone who had interest could come and meet with their members of Congress virtually. Unfortunately, due to some budgetary and logistical reasons, that's not possible. However, we will have as many people as we possibly can attend this Hill Day at varying skill levels. So if you're interested, whether you're new, have never done this before, or whether you're a veteran, we ask that you please fill out that interest form, and I'll show you how to do that. That interest form is open right now. And it's at mda.org/hillday. Please fill that interest form as soon as you can, but it will be open until August 15th. So August 15th is the deadline if you want to join us to fill out that interest form. A few days after that, on the 18th, we'll let folks know if they've been selected to attend. Again, we want to take as many people as we possibly can and have them attend this virtual event. Just know that. And again, at varying skill levels. So if you haven't done this before, please fill out interest form. We want varying levels of skill coming to this event. So on the 18th of August, everyone will know if they can attend, if they'll be attending. We'll do a pre-event issues training on September 21st. I'll get to that in a second. And then the first day of the Summit and Hill Day will be on the 28th. We'll have a logistics training. And then on the 29th will be the big day where you meet with your members of Congress virtually. So here are some key events. The first one is the Hill Day information session. The good news is you're already on it. This is it. So check that one off the box. The second one is that issues training, which will be on September 21st. This is a training on what issues we'll be talking about during your lawmaker meetings the next week. We'll make sure that you're briefed on the issues, briefed on where the bills are, give you some information about those bills, and tell you what exactly we're hoping you can ask your member of Congress to do when you meet with them the next week. This will be comprehensive, and you will leave with key resources so you feel prepared for the actual Hill meetings the next week. This training is mandatory. We want as many people to attend as possible because it's really important that everyone is briefed on the issues. But it will be recorded just so you can review it. So that's a pre-event training that will happen on September 21st. The second event is the final logistics training, which is the next week, which is the first day of the summit. So summit day 1 will be our final logistics training, which will be on September 28th. We'll recap the issues from the pre-event training, and then we'll go over the logistics and what is it like to have a Hill meeting, especially if you haven't had one before. What's it like to meet with your members of Congress? How should you conduct those meetings? How can you have an effective meeting the next day? We'll go over all those. We'll go over your schedule so you know what day, what time you'll be meeting your members of Congress the next day, so you'll be prepared. We'll also have breakout sessions so you can meet other members of your state groups and you can practice together. Our goal in that logistics training is for you to meet fellow advocates and then practice a Hill meeting with the knowledge of the policies so you can feel prepared the next day. That's also will be mandatory for attendees. And then the 29th is the second day of the Summit and Hill Day, which is your virtual Hill Day. That's what we all came to do, to meet with your members of Congress. So that day, you'll meet with your 1 representatives and your 2 senators at least. And you'll go in and have meetings with their members and staff to talk about the key issues, share your story, explain to them why this is important to you and to your family, and urge them to act. So that's the big day, and that'll be on the 29th. Now you might notice there's not times on here. That's because we're still figuring out the exact times for these events. So for now, please keep these days open, but these will not be all-day events. The issue training will last a couple hours, same with the logistics training. Those 2 trainings will last a couple hours each. And then the Hill Day, you'll have meetings various times throughout the day. So as we progress further, we'll give you more information on the exact times for these events, but please just keep your days open if you want to attend. So if you're still on the fence, maybe you're not sure if you want to submit that interest form, well, here are 5 reasons where we hope you do. First, you'll be able to build lawmaker connections. Having those face-to-face meetings with your lawmakers is crucial and so important to get advocacy bills and advocacy priorities to the president's desk. And building that connection is a great way to do that. And this Hill Day, this Summit and Hill Day is a great first step. So if you've never met your members of Congress before or their staff, this is a great opportunity to begin that relationship building. If you've done it before, this is a great time to solidify those relationships. The second one is to perfect your policy skills. Now, we don't expect anyone to be a policy whiz coming into this event. That's our job to train you so you're comfortable on the policies. But we will hope that after this event is over, you'll gain some more knowledge about the policies that MDA advocates for. And we'll hope that you'll learn how you can communicate those policies to your members of Congress in an effective way. So again, you don't have to be a policy expert to attend this event. All you need to be is a very passionate person who's willing to learn about policies and learn about our policy priorities. And at the end, we hope you'll gain some more knowledge. Number 3, share your personal story. This is the most important tool you have in your toolbox, which is sharing your story. We'll teach you how to effectively share your story with your lawmakers and really cut through the noise and really pull at the heartstrings at that members of Congress so they'll act when you ask them to do so. We hope at the end of this training, you'll be able to be a whiz at effectively sharing your story and getting your members of Congress to act. 4, you'll get to meet fellow advocates. pandemic's been tough. We haven't been able to meet in a while. So we hope to bring everyone together so they can meet and meet other folks in the neuromuscular community and start to build those lifelong connections. Or maybe you'll get to rekindle some old friendships that you might have made a few years ago. And number 5, there's no need to travel. You can do all this at the comfort of your own home. No need to book that plane ticket, no need to go on that train or book that bus or find that hotel room. You can do all this from your computer that you're watching me on right now. You can be effective in your own house. So here's some wrap up items. So anyone who will be joining us will obviously are so appreciative of your time, and we'll send you some thank you gifts as well. Those are still coming, but you'll get some thank you gifts from us. Also, the issues we'll be talking about. It's a little too early to say exactly what we'll be asking members of Congress to do during this summit and Hill Day, and that's because Congress is in session as I speak. So we want to make sure that we pick the issues that are the most relevant in late September. Unfortunately, we just don't know that right now because Congress could still act on some of them right now. But we do know you'll get an issue that's in our access to care bucket, which is really increasing access to health care and other therapies. We'll know there'll be an issue about accelerating therapeutic development, and we know we'll pick an issue in our empowerment and independence. So there's going to be a wide variety of issues, and hopefully one of those will speak to you, and you'll be able to advocate for those during our virtual Hill Day. So the issues we'll be advocating on still to be determined, but we'll hopefully decide on those soon. So we really hope that you want to attend this event. If you do, please submit an interest form by August 15th. You can do that at mda.org/hillday. Again, go to mda.org/hillday. Some of the information I talked about today will be on that site, including this webinar. And that's where you find the interest form to submit to us if you want to attend. And please do that by August 15th. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to advocacy@mdausa.org. I check that email personally, so please shoot us an email at advocacy@mdausa.org for any and all questions about our virtual summit and Hill Day. So with that, I wanted to thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for watching this quick webinar about our virtual summit and Hill Day, and we hope as many of you can attend as possible. Thank you so much.